Hello, you beautiful people. Get ready for the fire hose. This is Nicole. She's the Chief HR Officer at MediaOcean. It's an AI-powered global ad tech company, and we started working together 3.5 years ago. She wasn't the chief then, she was the VP. After 2 years of really trying to get this promotion, she just couldn't get it, but not because she wasn't smart enough. Her unexamined emotional self was her barrier. So we started working on her emotional intelligence skills, and 9 months later, she got that promotion. Yes, congrats, Nicole. And shortly after, she said, I have a big problem. So in one of our coaching sessions, she started to lay out this big problem. She had to implement AI in their day-to-day experience, their day-to-day operations, and it was meeting a lot of stops, a lot of resistance from employees and leaders alike. And my right eye twitched when she started to tell me the approach that they took. And then my left eye twitched when she started to tell me about the resistance that they were experiencing because everyone was afraid they were going to lose their job. They were afraid they were going to be irrelevant. And then she started to tell me about the fix that they were implementing, that they reiterated the value and power of AI, that the company needed to take this direction because, well, they needed to be a competitor, and that they cared about their people. And this is the face that Nicole got to see when she told me about that solution. Because I hope you heard it, but I hope she heard it. So I asked her, what did you just hear yourself say? And she paused, reflected, and said, oh my God, I'm doing something that's keeping people stuck in resistance. I'm not doing the things I actually need to do to move people through their resistance. I'm like, yes, Nicole, good for you, you found it. You did the same thing you usually do, expecting you'd get a different result. Disrupting HR is about doing something different. Hell yes? Hell yes. Okay. So if we're going to do something different, then we have to stop looking at defaulting to things like communication and or training. I was part of L&D, I love training. Scaffolding is what we need. And when it comes to things like resistance to move people, we need emotional intelligence skills. That's the scaffolding that helps people move from when we have change that makes us feel unfamiliar, uncertain, unexpected, in doubt. But often we try to use an intellectual solution to solve an emotional problem. We try to convince, manipulate, or push people by persuading them through their emotions. And instead, what we really need to be doing is we need to remember that an emotion-based problem needs an emotion-based solution. So I asked Nicole, do you remember the 4 skills I had to hammer into your head to move you through your own resistance? And I won't share the expletive she used in that moment, but I will share the 4 skills we all need. Now, emotional self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. You cannot manage what you are not aware of. This particular skill is all about understanding your emotions have entered the arena. And then we got to be able to name them, which is harder than a lot of people here might think. And then we have to know how they're impacting our thinking and our behavior. Now, impulse control is a super powerful emotional intelligence skill, and it is practiced with the easiest thing you and I know how to do. Take a breath, or 2, or 3, and regulate the physiology of your emotion, because then our intellect kicks up. And reality testing is this amazing skill that challenges your thinking because it forces you to go, what's real, what's factual, what's objective, what can I prove and measure and observe, not what are my emotions telling me I should be judging and predicting and assuming. And then optimism. How good are you at doing an optimism inventory in chaos? Who are the people, the resources, the talents, the expertise that already exists that's going to positively contribute to success? We can't just teach these skills. They have to become habits that are part of our cultural fabric. They have to be part of our performance management criteria, which means we have to see them in action and measure them. And what we absolutely can't do is go, that's a one and done. Because emotional intelligence is not a nice to have, and it never has been. I implore you to take a moment to think about the future of your work perhaps being emotional intelligence. Yes, technology and human. Thank you.